Okay, guys, so you're sold. You're building a borderless team. The compliance is handled, and you've got a leadership mindset for the cultural stuff. Now comes the million-dollar question. What is the actual best country to hire from? Well, my answer is always the same. The best country for who? The best country for a seed stage SaaS founder who needs one elite developer could be the absolute worst country for an e-commerce brand scaling to a 50-person support staff. After testing the hiring process in over 10 countries, I learned that chasing a trendy top 5 list is a strategic trap. You don't need a list, you need a framework. So today I'm giving you the exact 4-pillar system I use to map a country's profile to my specific hiring needs, so you can make this decision with data-driven confidence. Every country sits at a unique intersection of these 4 pillars. Your mission is to find the overlap that aligns with your top priorities. Pillar 1 is cost and economics, and this is not just salary. This is the total employment cost. You must factor in gross salary, mandatory benefits like the 13th month, possibly 14th month in some Latin American countries, or pension contributions in Europe, employer-side taxes, and EOR and legal and compliance fees. At face value, a low salary country could have a surprisingly moderate total employment cost. Pillar 2 is talent and skills. What is this country's export skill? Eastern Europe has deep talent in the development space. The Philippines has a generational specialization in customer service and healthcare BPO. South Africa excels in highly skilled English fluent professionals in law, finance, and marketing. You're tapping into, in many cases, a cultivated national talent pool. Pillar 3 is operational fit. This has 2 parts. First is the time zone reality. Real-time Are you hiring for real-time collaboration or an asynchronous fit? Second, and just as critical, culture, communication, and language. And this is where we dig a little deeper than culture at face value. You must ask, what language does this role require? Is it an internal role for a U.S. company requiring fluent English? Is it a customer-facing role needing both English and Spanish for a North American market? Language proficiency isn't just a nice to have. It's a hard filter that can instantly narrow your map from 50 to 5 countries. And pillar 4 is compliance and risk, the foundation. How complex is the legal hiring landscape? What's the entity setup process like? Is there political or economic volatility? A perfect score on the first 3 pillars means nothing if this pillar is a red flag. So let's apply the framework to a few scenarios. Not to declare winners, but to show strategic profiles for different needs. So profile 1, the strategic hub. You're building a core senior team for strategic function. This was our South Africa play. Talent and skills exception. We found deep, experienced professionals. Operational fit. English fluency was a given, as it's one of their official languages. The cultural fit for professional services was high. The major trade-off was the time zone gap. So what was the verdict? Perfect fit for a high-trust senior hub where daily communication wasn't as critical and asynchronous communication was sufficient. Let's look at profile 2. The scale and efficiency engine. You need to scale a repeatable function like customer support, say in a market like the Philippines. For the talent and skills available in the market, the export skill here is communication and service. The talent pool is vast and experienced. As far as the operational fit, English proficiency is a core national strength in the Philippines, making it ideal for customer-facing roles. Time zones can align well with U.S. hours as the market regularly operates on different working schedules that can align to various different market needs. So what's the verdict? The optimized profile for scaling a specific function where cost and languages are top priorities. So what about profile number 3? This is the specialist niche. You need one world-class expert in a technical field from a market like Poland. For the talent and skills component, you're paying for elite niche expertise. Operational fit, language may be specific, English commonly spoken in Poland, and the time zone overlap with Europe and even East Coast US is relatively a good fit. So what's the verdict? You prioritize peak skill levels over cost, often for roles where one person's output is transformative for your organization. So your action isn't to copy my choices. It's to diagnose in your own business. You must ask yourself, 1, am I hiring a specialist, scaling a function, or building a hub? 2, my priority pyramid. Right now, what's non-negotiable? Is it cost first, skill first, or time zone language first? And number 3, what's my risk tolerance? How much compliance complexity can I handle right now? Here's the rule. You're never likely going to max out all 4 pillars. You must choose your 2 non-negotiables, and once you decide that, the world map starts to make a lot more sense. But a framework like this, it gives you a short list. It can answer the ground truth questions like what's the day-to-day work life like in Medellin? How do founders in Warsaw really navigate the local labor courts? Where are the hidden talent districts outside the capital? And that is the entire point of what we're building next. This framework is our roadmap, and soon I'm taking it on the road. The Borderless Founder documentary series is about turning this short list into a tangible, gritty, actionable playbook. I'm going to these cities and more to interview local founders, talent, and experts to get you the answers no blog post ever can. Your turn. Comment below. Plug your business into the framework. Tell me your stage and scenario along with the top 2 pillars driving the decision for your next hire. I'll read everyone and reply with thoughts. If you want to follow the journey to find the best talent markets around the world, please subscribe and hit the bell. The city documentaries are coming soon, and your comments will directly shape the journey. We've built the framework. Now let's go map the world of opportunity together. I'm Jonathan Sellers, the Borderless Founder. See you in the next city.